It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Firebrand Brewing Company, and this is a can of the Citra 7 Red. It's a limited release batch, this one, coming in at, where are we with the ABV? 4.5% ABV, 440 milliliter can. Without further ado, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. Slightly wet fingers, but I always open my beer over the sink. After opening over 7,300 beers on YouTube, you tend to learn to open craft beer over a sink. The amount of times I've had wet fingers, or even worse, exploding cans and bottles, it's not worth opening it over your kind of nice cream carpet. Never take that chance. Never take that chance. I got tiled floors now in the house. I suppose I can go and sit on the sofa and open a beer. It doesn't matter. I'll just get the old mop and bucket out. We got a 4-finger white head. Good levels of carbonation. It's I was expecting a red ale. I got to be honest with you. I was expecting a red ale, but this is looking more of an amber coloured beer. With the name Citra 7 Red, I was expecting a malty, more of a dark malty kind of, with red malts, of course, darker malts used, and the Citra hop. But no, that looks very different. Very different indeed. The beer is available from beersofeurope.co.uk, the largest online beer store in the UK, with a fabulous range of beers from all over the world. If you live in the UK and you want to order some beers from around the world, then check out beersofeurope.co.uk. They really are fabulous. They've got some terrific German beers and Belgian beers, and, well, beer from everywhere really. I've had beers from some really kind of far-flung places where I never thought I'd ever try a beer from, and it's come from beersofeurope.co.uk. I'm just waiting really. I'm just waiting for the head to dissipate a little bit, because I want to give this beer a chance. I want to get more of it into the glass to see if it does indeed turn into a red ale. It's starting to turn into a red ale, with the sediment going in. But we'll get the last remaining bits of the can in a moment. We'll get more of the aroma now, and you can see that, you might be able to see that there's a little bit of sediment rolling down the glass. There it is, see it? Right there, floating down. There he goes. Aroma. Hoppy red ale. Definitely a hoppy red ale. You get that malt, you definitely get the malt, but you definitely get that Citra hop. I like the combination of the jammy kind of tartness from the Citra hop, and the combination of the malts. They clash in the glass and give you sort of a kind of a mango and passion fruit, but also kind of like a red berry, a raspberry, or a blueberry, or something like that. For my palate, anyway. It smells wonderful. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. That's delicious. Really delicious. I was at Brew London about 3 weeks ago now. Yeah, it was 3 weeks ago now. I was at Brew London, and Firebrand Brewing Company, they had a stand down there, and I told them, I said, I got a couple of beers left in my cupboard I'm going to get reviewed, and this is the last one. And what a terrific bunch of people. What a lovely bunch of people. Always kind of, their stand was it was like on the main corridor, if you like, of the beer festival, and they were always so welcoming. you know, you'd walk past, I could have walked past 100 times over a 4-day period. And they were like, every time, I guarantee you, every time, come over, have a beer. They must have asked me 100 times to come and have a beer. Of course, I went over there as many times as I possibly could to have a beer with the guys. So what a lovely, welcoming brewery. Fantastic people, really, really fantastic people. And the reason I mention that is because this beer is fantastic. This beer is terrific. And isn't it nice that fantastic people are brewing fantastic beer? And I think that's why lots and lots of people love the beer industry. Is because generally everybody's up for a laugh. Everybody's, of course, it's a serious business. But then when you get to a beer festival, yes, it's serious. It's you know, they're trying to sell their beer, but at the same time, there's a massive element of friendliness that goes with that seriousness, and I don't think you get that from any other industry in the world. I love beer. I love beer for the people, and I love beer for the taste. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Look at that. Did we get that red ale? Did we get... Well, look at the sediment. Look at the sediment from in the bottom of the glass now. Look at that. I don't mind that whatsoever. I don't mind the sediment whatsoever. In fact, I'd rather have the sediment in the glass than not in the glass. I've spoken to a number of breweries over the years, and you know, my limited knowledge of brewing beer, what they tell you is if you really polish a beer, you're chucking all the good stuff down the drain. So I always remember, this sticks in my head. A brewer said to me, "There's no need to polish a turd," and that made sense to me, because I know that sounds weird, and I know it's a bit of a oof moment, but if you polish a beer up so it's sparkling, all of the good stuff is going down the drain. It really is. All of the big flavours, the big malty flavours, the hoppy flavours, is all going down. The yeast even is going down the drain. It's worth leaving it in the glass. It really is. Look at that now. It is looking like a red ale now. More of a red ale. Now I've got it into the glass. Final thoughts and rating. Really good. I poured some amazing beers over the last few weeks, but this is terrific. This really is. Cornish craft beer made from humble roots. Our mantra is to brew bold, progressive beer that we love to drink. There we go. So there's just a little bit of spiel about their limited edition batch beers. They're worth trying. They're definitely worth trying, their limited edition batch beers. They're producing some stonking beers, they really are. I'd say as good as Verdant. I would say as good as Verdant, who are also brewing great beer in Cornwall. But Firebrand Brewing Company, yeah, they'll give Verdant a run for their money. They really will. Well, in my humble opinion, anyway. Terrific stuff. I like that. I really like that. I love the balance between the sweet malt and the hops. The biscuit malt and the breadiness of the malt, and the beautiful citra hop flavours. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!